All right, welcome everyone to our weekly Team Passion Zoom call. I am very excited to share with you tonight. I ran out of time last week. I wanted to share this topic a little bit last week with you guys because I noticed in our 7-day quick start group that we did, one of the first days I asked everyone about their why, and a lot of people, like a good majority of people, and this is the first time, either the first time I've noticed it or the first time it's happened, but a lot of people were saying, I want to do this to make a little extra money and to eventually make this my full-time career. And I was like, week 1, everybody's ready to be a full-time Beachbody coach. I like it. So I was thinking, I've got to put some sort of training together where I tell people how they actually can do that. So that's what I want to do tonight. We're going to talk about kind of the how and what you need to do to make a 6-figure income or close to it with being a Beachbody coach. So of course, everyone's goals are different. If you're making, the two things I'm going to talk about is making $50,000 a year and making $100,000 a year. And we're going to kind of go over the tiers for that. I'm not sure who this is. Someone's trying to get on the call. I don't know if someone can go in to the, can someone go in and tag, bump up and say that there's a phone number also with the Zoom call info? Okay, thank you. So I want to kind of talk about how you're going to do that and how we're going to get there and what you need to do to get there. And I want to talk about making $50,000 a year and making $100,000 a year and kind of what that looks like exactly what you need to make per week, exactly how to get there, all the tools. I think at about 18 months in the business for me, I was going to look this up. 18 months in the business for me, I was making over $1,000 a week. And that was around 2-3 star was my rank, okay? So we're going to talk about kind of setting those goals and setting those milestones on kind of what that looks like to get there. But first, I am hammering this home again. The past 3 or 4 weeks, every night that we start either our Monday night Zoom call or our Wednesday night Diamond call, I just want to go over what I have been chatting because what I've been talking to you guys about for the past few weeks, because I'm still hearing a lot of team members not getting this message. So whether the leaders aren't sharing it or it's just that nobody or people aren't getting on these calls, whatever it is, but there's still a disconnect on the system that I've been teaching. So I'll see questions pop up like, how do you start a new coach? Or how is everyone running challenge groups these days? And I'm like, this is what I've been training you guys on the past 3 weeks. I'm like giving you exactly my systems and my tools. So I want to go over it again. So I am going to go over just super quick. When a new coach comes into the business, we have a file called the job manual. We have pinned that to the top of the Team Passion page. I've not unpinned it because I think it is very good. I basically was on my way home from leadership and Mark and I were chatting and, I'm like, okay, why do some people take off in this business and why does it take other people so long? And, Mark has been saying to me for the years, people who go to a job need to be told what to do. It's just in our nature. We go to school for 12 years, then we go to college, then we start we're just told what to do. So it's very hard for all of these years for us to shift that mindset to be a business owner and just figure everything out on our own, right? And there's people that can do that, but there's people that just need a little extra help, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I wrote out this job manual, and it gives new coaches and coaches who aren't consistently hitting Success Club, it gives you 4 weeks of action steps to do every day. Every week it tells you something new to do. Please do this yourself if you haven't already, and please share it with all of your new coaches. Get this new coach job manual out to them right away. One of the most powerful things I'm seeing happening in this is when my new coaches receive their products, they're tagging me and they're saying, you know, thank you, it's time for change, or whatever. Thank you, Nicole, for sharing this with me, whatever their little saying is. And that goes on my wall, but it also goes on their wall. And that becomes their first share without them even realizing. And I'm getting frantic messages and texts. Oh my God, I have like 10 messages from people saying they want to join me too. What do I do? You know, so they're like sharing and inviting without even knowing it on day one. So powerful stuff in there. And then they get the link for the coach modules. So the link is when you click on the cover photo on Team Passion, there's a link right there. And so it tells them in the job manual that they need to be going through the coach modules a few times. So the first time new coaches go through the modules, they're like, okay, I have no idea what any of that means, right? And then they're in the page for a little bit, they're going through the job manual. So when they go through the modules again, it's gonna click a little differently the second time. So make sure you're encouraging your new coaches to continuously go through the modules, not just once and then, you know, forget about it. Then we have a file called Team Passion System for Success. This is where I have outlined exactly what we need to be doing. I've shared, and this, you don't have to do this, but I would love for you to, and a lot of people are doing it and finding success. But I am only doing 21-day fix challenge groups. Every 21 days or 24-ish days, we're doing a new 21-day fix challenge group. Now, people go through it, and sometimes people move on to 21-day fix extreme or when size came out, things like that. But all of our programs are have the 21-day fix nutrition guide. So why not get it's all I sell. All I sell is 21-day fix challenge packs. I've been doing it for like 3 to 4 months. I got the idea from one of my new coaches, Georgia Chapman. She's been doing this for almost a year now. Her year anniversary is coming up next month. And I just kept watching her in her challenge groups. I'm like, all she's doing is 21-day fix. And she was consistently just signing people in challenge packs because it wasn't like we were waiting 60 days to start a new program, right? It's like every 21 days, you're starting a new group. And so it's fresh and you've got a list and it's really, really cool. So make sure you look at that. And it also talks about the system for success, meaning we're running Team Passion sneak peeks. We have one starting tomorrow, which everyone is allowed to plug into. We have these Monday night Zoom calls. We have our monthly meetings at the Taunton Holiday Inn. We have our 7-day quick start group, and we have our Sprint to Diamond group. So that Team Passion System for Success outlines everything that is always available for you and your team. To find out the dates of all of those things that are starting, go to teampassiontraining.com and there's an event calendar. Okay, so all of our events, my meetings at my house, everything is on that calendar. So you don't ever have to say, when's the next sneak peek? When's the next Sprint to Diamond? When's the next 7-day quick start? It's all there for you, okay? Then we have the challenge group system. And so that's another file. And this shows 4 files that I put in my challenge group that I tag people in when they need to hear it. So one of the files is a sample menu, you know, to give people an idea. So before their 21-day fix comes in, it gives them an idea on what they should go to the grocery store and buy. One of them is how to access their Beachbody on demand. One of them is how to take the Beachbody challenge and win money. And the other one is how to continue with their Shakeology or cancel. So I outline that right there because I don't want to hear anyone say, I didn't know I was on auto ship. So I outline in there exactly how I tell people when their next Shakeology is going to ship. Now, the past few months, I've been signing 20, 30 people into these challenge groups. So I needed to have a system. And so I put this together for me, but then to share with you guys. So anytime I share something that's working for me, I share with you. Okay? So again, that's our systems. It's all there for you. I've done many Zoom calls on it because I share it at the first 10 minutes of every Zoom call in the past 3 weeks. But then I did one on it. I did a whole last week. I went over the job manual step by step for everyone. All right, so let's jump into what we're here for tonight. So I want to start this with telling you that to make $50,000 a year or $100,000 a year, you have to be a diamond plus. Okay, so I'm only talking to you if you're a diamond that you can reach this level at. Okay, so you cannot be an emerald making six figures. It's just not. I mean, I suppose it's possible, but that'd be a heck of a lot of retail. Okay, so it's easier, and this is how I'm going to train you, because I don't know how to tell an emerald how to make six figures, so I can't train you on that. But I'm talking to diamonds. So if you're not a diamond yet, I want you to look at your calendar, and I want you to set a diamond date in the next 90 days. Now, if you have like an emerald, a couple half emeralds, and you have like 6 personally sponsored coaches, don't give me a diamond date in the next 90 days. You can do it sooner than that, okay? So make sure you, if you're like bare bones, just a coach, not even an emerald, then set a diamond date for 90 days, okay? Then every quarter after that, so every 90 days, you should be setting a goal to be then a 1-star, a 2-star. So a mentor of mine early on shared rank advance every 90 days. So that's kind of been in my head. Have I done it? No, but that's my goal. Every 90 days, rank advancing, okay? I did get to diamond in 57 days though. So I would love, I'm sure there's people on here that have beat me, but if you're not diamond yet and you're brand new, beat me. All right, so you have to be a diamond because you have to be making the highest you can in cycles, which is $18 per cycle. I'm not going to train on cycles and volume. There's a whole Zoom on that. There's actually 3 of them, I think. Okay, so go into Team Passion Training on YouTube. There are many volume videos in there on how to do that. So making $50,000 a year is $962 a week. Okay, making $100,000 a year is $1,923 a week. So you're thinking, Nicole, I make $100. How am I going to get to making $962? We're going to share that with you. Okay, let's look at the first 3 tiers of making $250 a week, $500 a week, and then $1,000 a week. So I'm going to break this down. First, how do I get here? What do I need to do? So we're going to talk about making those amounts, $250, $500, and $1,000. What do I need to do? First and foremost, you need to do your 3 vital behaviors every single day, right? No matter what. You need to follow the system that I just outlined in the first 10 minutes of this call. Yes? And then you need to hit Success Club. It's non-negotiable. You can't make 6 figures in this business and not hit Success Club. I mean, you can later, but to get there, you have to hit Success Club every month. If you want to hit these goals faster, you need to be hitting 10 every month. Okay? And you can do that. You can certainly do that. You should set a goal, and you should be hitting this goal of 2 coaches coming in every month. Not discount coaches, 2 working coaches coming in every month. So Success Club 5, Success Club 10, 2 working coaches coming in every month. Doing your 3 vital behaviors every day, never skipping a day. I was talking to, I don't know if it was my mom. I was talking to someone a couple weeks ago, and I was like, you know, I could never imagine these past 5 years, and I'm sure there's many of you on this call that feel the same way. I cannot go to sleep without knowing that I have done all 3 vital behaviors every day for the past 5 years. Like, I can't. Like, I don't have it in me. I would be up all night going, oh my God, I didn't do that. Like, I didn't invite 2 people. Like, what did I, honestly, I mean, yes, I've been sick, or it was Christmas once. Yeah, there's some things where I maybe didn't do it. But for sure, I in good conscience, I'm not able to go to sleep unless everything is done. I just can't. And I'll figure out a way to do it. that has to be that has to be how you feel. Like again, unless it's a vacation or it's something, whatever, you can take time off. But on your working days that you have outlined in your Beachbody business, you have got to do all 3 vital behaviors. You cannot be a 6-figure Beachbody business owner and half-assing this thing. You can't. So don't even try. This is not going to work, okay? Success Club 5, Success Club 10, all 3 vital behaviors, sign 2 coaches a month. There are a lot of ways you can make lots of money here, okay? One of the first things I like to say when I'm looking to up my income, I don't wait for the team. I don't sit and go, if we could only get those volume up on that weak leg, then I could make this amount. I mean, I think that, of course, but I can't rely on that. I can't rely on what everybody else is going to do. So I have to control the controllable, which means I need to get better at recruiting. I need to recruit more people. I need to have more retail, and I need to figure out a way to make that happen. So Mark and I will sit down and we'll say, okay, what do we need? Like, this is getting old. This income right now is getting old. We just bought a house. Our expenses are tripled. We need to make more money. How are we going to do this? And we sit down and we map out a business plan together. And that includes selling more challenge packs, recruiting more coaches. I have always just signed 2 coaches every month, 2 working coaches every month. Mark and I had a business meeting 4 months ago. We were like, okay, this is it. We're in this house now. Let's make some more money. I signed 8 business coaches last month because I set the goal, because I need to be in control. I can't wait for the team to have their aha moments. They're having them, and they're amazing, and I love them, and I support all of my personally sponsored coaches. I do, but I can't wait for them to figure this out. I can't, right? That's not gonna pay the bills, me hoping that this will all click for them, right? So we have to take ownership of our business, which means we have to recruit more people. We can't say, well, if only that person would hit Success Club every month, then my income would go up. You can't do that. I mean, it's gonna happen that way, but you can't rely on that. So let me share with you what these 2 coaches every month are gonna do. This is the key. You're looking for your first 2 business partners. So you're not gonna be able to you'll be able to make $250 and $500. But that's going to be really hard. Like $250 a week on you just selling challenge packs is 5 challenge packs, right? Like that's hard. 5 challenge packs a week, that's hard. So the $250 has to come a little bit from what your team's doing. So you have to be looking for people in your team or out and about where you're going to draw them into your team that also want to hit Success Club 5, Success Club 10, do all 3 vital behaviors, and sign 2 new coaches a month. That's who you're looking for. All 8 business partners that I signed last month came in for this business. They were like, let's do this. 2 of them hit Success Club in their first month, and they're on my Fall Classic team now, and they're beating me in points. Yes, that's what you want. You want your team beating you and doing better than you. Like, that's what you want. So that's what you're looking for. You're looking for your first 2 business partners. How do I do that, Nicole? How do I do that? I have many, many trainings on this. First, you have to believe that you can attract these amazing rock star coaches. You have to believe that you are living up to their expectations and your expectations. So first, you have to be hitting Success Club 5 and 10 every month, or you're not going to believe that you can pull anybody in who are to do that, right? So you have to believe. You have to write out and journal all about these avatars of yours, these lifers, these business partners, whatever you want to call them. Who are they? Where are you going to find them? What personality traits do they have? For me, I share this almost on every Zoom when I talk about my business partners. I want someone with a work ethic like no other. When I worked in the corporate world, there were, I was always with a group of people, and I didn't have a lot of friends because I was always in the boss's office saying, okay, what's next? Do you have a project for me? What can I do? And everyone's like, gosh, why don't you kiss butt a little more? And I was like, what? I just want to be busy, And if someone came to my desk and asked me a question or called me, I was like, oh, I don't really know that answer, but let me find out, right? And you guys probably see that in me in the Team Passion page. I try so hard not to be the first person to answer everyone's questions. I try so hard because that's not realistic. Like, I don't want you guys to think that you have to sit at this computer 24 hours a day and answer everyone's questions, but it's my favorite thing in the world to do. Literally, Shalene Johnson had asked us, what is your favorite thing to do in your business, but you shouldn't? And I'm like, monitor everybody's questions in Team Passion and make sure I'm the first one to answer. And so I literally have to talk myself out of it. And then someone will send me a private message and go, nobody ever answered me. I'm like, it's like a fear of mine that no one's going to get their question answered, which they will. But I think a lot of you don't answer them because you're like, oh, Nicole will answer it. So I have to stop that. But that's the work ethic I am looking for in my new coaches, someone who is going to go above and beyond. So that's like a huge thing that I look for. And I write that out in my journal. I'm like, someone who was in the corporate world that didn't have a lot of friends and was a big brown noser. Literally, that's who I'm looking for because I know what it takes to just always want to be the best or just be successful. Not be the best, but be better than beat yourself. I always want to beat myself. Like when I opened up my second business center, I was like, okay, I'm going to beat my diamond goal of 57 days in my second business center. And I tried, but I didn't. So I'm eagerly awaiting my third business center opening so I can try to beat that because I just always want to do better and just do better. So let's talk a little bit about what these numbers actually look like. So how do I make $250 a week just in cycles? Okay, so if you have uneven legs, the numbers are 1,800 on one leg, 3,600 on another. And that's per week. And that's actually to make $324 just in cycles a week. So that's a little above and beyond. If you have even legs, that number needs to be 2,700 each. 2,700 each, and that will equal 252 in cycles. So that's to get to 250, 300 a week just in cycles. Now, at that, you're going to make 500 a week as a Beachbody coach because you're going to have retail coming in, and you're going to have different you'll have matching bonuses coming in because you're going to have some emeralds and some rubies. You're going to have your challenge packs being paid for, that retail coming in. You're going to have Beachbody customer retail coming in. So all of these will contribute to that weekly check. And then I'm just going to talk about the next tier because the third tier is big. So the next one is to make $500 a week just in cycles. If you have uneven legs, that needs to be 3,200 on one leg, 6,400 on another. And that will equal $576 in cycles. So it's basically doubling the 1,800 and the 3,600. And then if you have even legs, that number needs to be 4,800 each. which would be $432 in cycles. And then, of course, doubling that is going to equal $1,100 in cycles. Okay, so you get it. But a lot of people are just trying to get to that first one, right? 1,800 and 3,600, and that seems nearly impossible. If you're like right now, you're like, I'm 90, 180, like what? The way that this will grow faster is with your two business partners. So think of it like this. When you have a business partner working on each leg, your avatar, your lifer, they are hitting Success Club 5 and 10 and signing 2 new coaches right alongside you. And then they each have a person who is doing the same. And then they each have a person doing it. So everyone's always looking for their 2 to start with. And eventually you're going to be looking for 5. But to start with, you're just looking for 2. You're looking for 2 people that will duplicate this same system. And so we want them to magically appear. We want, right? We just want them to, like, where are these 2 people, right? Where are they? Why aren't they knocking at the door? You possibly haven't lived up to these expectations yet of hitting 5 or 10 every month consistently and signing 2 new coaches every month, right? So you haven't made it there yet. Once you do, you're going to attract these business partners in, and then they're going to be so excited and they're going to attract their business partners in. It's really a ripple effect. You know, my volume started the same way as you guys: 0, 10, 90, 180, 0, 0, 0, 0, 180, right? It started the same way 5.5 years ago. 4 months into my business. Now listen here. I came into this business for the business. Like, the majority of the people that come in or have come in over the past 5 years also came in for this business. My invites are all business. The only people that come in as customers are ones right now are the ones that are like in my event that I'm just trying to, you know, help get healthy and fit. But up until now, it was business. But I don't invite to just have someone try the products. I never have, because I came in for this business. So I think I did the math a couple weeks ago. I currently have, between all 3 business centers, over 80 coaches. And I think 10 of them are in for the discount. Everybody else is working the business. They're emeralds or above. Some of them are very happy as staying at emeralds, and I love and support them as emeralds. But many of them are working towards diamond, star diamond status. So that's where the numbers come in, right? 4 months in, I signed up Tony. I made a post about, or I forget. Well, I had been talking to him about P90X because I wanted him to know I did P90X. But I made a post about the money I was making, and he was intrigued and asked me questions. He came in the business, right? I also signed up, actually about a month in, I signed up one of my first business partners, Christy, who had done the past MLM with me. And she was like, yeah, I'm in, let's do this. You know, so I had someone on my left and someone on my right. Within 2, 3, 4 months of this business, I had my 2 business partners that were ready to do this alongside me. They were hitting Success Club alongside me. So my income grew pretty fast because my volume grew pretty fast because they were signing a lot of people on both sides. They were hitting Success Club 5 and 10. They were finding people that were going to hit Success Club 5 or 10. All right, so I don't want this to seem like this is going to take me forever to get there, just forget it. No, 2 business partners It may take you, so you have to sign up 2 coaches every month, I just said. You have to do that. It may take you till February to really find 2 business partners, right? So that's the key. Like if you're not signing 2 working coaches a month consistently, it's going to be hard to find those 2 business partners. So the 2 coaches that you sign, like from this point on, when you say, okay, I'm going to sign 2 coaches every month, those first 2 are probably not going to be your business partners that are going to contribute to this volume. They're just not. So you have to make sure that you're consistently signing 2 every month to find the ones that want to do this, that want to put the work in, that want to day-to-day do the 3 vital behaviors, that want to feel the way that you feel. And these people may come from your challenge groups. Many of my current business partners, that's where they are coming from. They go through a round. Here's the thing with this 21-day fix round. They go through a round of the 21-day fix, and then they become coaches. So it only takes 21 days. You're not waiting for them to finish a 90-day program, and then they want to become a coach because they're finally a product of the product. 90 days later, 180 days later. No, 21 days in, they're like, let's do this. I've seen amazing results. This program is amazing. I want to do this. That's another key why I'm sharing with you guys this system of doing the 21-day fix over and over and over. It's our best program. It's our #1 program. Even if you don't want to do it, even if you're like, I've done it, that's fine. You can do different workouts, but you still eat the 21-day fixed nutrition plan, right? Everybody eats that way now. So there's no reason why you shouldn't be doing, and you don't have to open a new group. I've shared this. Don't open a new group every 21 days. That would be chaos in your group world. Just add new people. You know, you announce that you're opening a new group, but then just add them. I have 150 people in my current 21-day fix group. My next one, I'm just adding them. All right. 2 business partners are going to get you also to 2-star. And that's going to get you your first quarterly bonus from Beachbody. It's about $900 per quarter that you get as a 2-star, sometimes $800. And then 5-star is where you'll get the next one, and that's about $2,500. Used to be $5,000, but there's a lot of 5-stars now. So it's about $2,500 a quarter, but you'll take it. Yeah, you'll take $2,500 a quarter. I'll be all right. 2-star also allows you to open up your second business center. Guess what? You get to clone yourself and do all the work all over again and not have to rely on anybody else because you're going to do it. So fun. So make sure that you are following these 3 vital behaviors every day. You are journaling about your avatar, your lifer. You're looking for them in your challenge groups. You're inviting them to the sneak peek. You have this system that you're doing. You're doing 21-day fixed challenge groups every 21 days so that you have more turnaround. People are turning into coaches faster. All this good stuff. Do you guys have any questions? Did I lose you with the numbers? I know I went. I didn't share any mysterious secrets tonight. Were you all hoping for that? She's sharing the secret to 6 figures. Quick, get on the Zoom. No secret, hard work. No questions? Everyone's tired? All right. Well, thank you for joining me tonight. This was a quick one. That's why you're not asking questions. You're like, we are out of here in 30 minutes. Peace. All right. So this recording will be up momentarily because now I know how to do it and I don't need Mark anymore. He only had to show me 15 times. Now I understand how to do it. So I will get this up. Please listen to it over and over again. And you guys know Success Club 5, 10, 3 vital behaviors, 2 coaches. Yes? All right. Good night, everyone.